Hi, it's Monday, the 5th of August, and we're here to look at the astrology for today and tomorrow, really. So I'll get straight on with sharing the chart. There you go. Now, the reason I always share these charts is because even though it looks like a bowl of spaghetti to you, as it did to me 30 years ago, nevertheless, if you continue to look at them every time you get a little bit and a little bit, and after a year or two, the haze clears and you're able to read them. I always think about it as forming neural pathways in your head. It's like you're looking at them and you're making these new pathways to understand. Okay, so this is today's. There's the sun. Yesterday, the moon was at the side of the sun, in front of the sun, and we had that's therefore called a new moon in Leo when both the sun and the moon are together in the same zodiac sign. It's a new moon. The moon has moved on now and it's at 23 degrees of Leo. And actually, if I go forward a day by clicking that, then the moon has moved to 5 degrees of Virgo. So then we have Venus at 1 Virgo, Mercury at 4 Virgo, and Moon at 5 Virgo. So what I thought I would do today is look at the point of Virgo. Why do we have the zodiac sign of Virgo? What role does it play? And what is its place in the zodiac belt? Now, I have a close relative with a sun in Virgo. And I have often during my childhood thought, what is the point of Virgo? Because it seems so critical to me. And now, as an astrologer, as with all things, if you get to look things through the lens of astrology, then I, or whoever looks through, becomes less critical of the thing we're looking at. So I'm less critical of Virgo criticism now, if you see what I mean. And I want to cover what Virgo is and the importance of Virgo, the incredible importance of Virgo. Without Virgo, honestly, we wouldn't be here. So, there's me going, oh, they're so critical. I'll just say quickly, they're not so critical in their eyes, although it can come across as criticism. Virgo has an unending need to put everything right, to put everybody else right, to be helpful. And so they see the criticism as being helpful because if they point out the things that are wrong and you could get better or improve this way, then Virgo thinks, well, that was a job well done because that person is now learning and will improve in the future. So signs all about improvement. Okay, I want to share with you something else now. I want to share one of the astrology reading cards. So I developed these cards with an illustrator, Richard Crooks, in 2011, and they have gone on since then to become one of the biggest card decks worldwide. They've sold 30,000 copies, something like that. They've been translated into Spanish. They're still one of the best decks to buy. And great, fantastic. I love it. I think it's fabulous. But what I can do, because after all, it's my copyright, I can share and we can look at the Virgo card. Because I think by looking at the Virgo card, we get a better idea of what Virgo is all about. Okay, now, what do you see here? So we see that there are rain clouds about, and one is just about to cover up the sun. So we can assume that maybe a storm is coming. We are looking at a field of harvested wheat. We've got the old-fashioned stooks there and all the stubble around. And here we've got a person. It could be a male, it could be a female, really. I'll just go female, Virgo, just by association. So she is left alone to toil in the fields. Maybe what she's doing is tidying up before the rain arrives. And she is alone, as I say. She's got the wheelbarrow at her side, and she's focused very diligently on her work. Now, the script on the card, the Virgo card, is the energy around you is dutiful, hesitant, and humble, with a discriminating, diligent, and painstaking air. Okay, right. I'll stop sharing there because I'm starting to, I think, put together a picture for Virgo. Now, Virgo is the second earth sign. And as such, it is quite a painful sign because all of the middle zodiac signs in each of the sets is the most painful. So you have 3 in each set. Now, Earth, let's start with the master of Virgo, Earth, the earth element. Earth is here to protect, to nurture, to provide sustenance, nutrition, security, something to build on, all of the structures that we need for our lives here in this dimension on this earth. It is in earth that we build our future, that we build the things around us. It is in earth that we take money, we put it in the bank, we give value to things, we are able to put a roof over our head, clothes on our body, and we tend these things, as a gardener tends the seed, cares for the seed, plants it, waters it, looks after it, makes sure it gets the right amount of light and heat. And in doing so, anybody who tends and cares for the things in this dimension that we rely on to use as fuel or to keep us warm. So in doing that, these things are there for us. And although it's very tempting to take it for granted, okay, well, of course I've got a roof over my head. My parents did it. Of course I've got money in the bank. My husband earned it. Oh, I earned it. In that case, you really know the value of it. What I think we need to get our heads around is there has to be an element of service to the God of earth in order for us to have these things. Now, it's very easy when we're spiritual, as we probably are, because I don't know many people who would listen to an astrology video if they weren't, but it's very easy when we're spiritual to be dismissive of money and riches and chasing the God of earth, of invested power and wealth. But without that God, we wouldn't actually be here, any of us, because we'd have died of cold and malnutrition. So there is in astrology and in the elements a reverence, a place to revere, and a place to thank the gods for the element of earth and how it responds, looks after us, and is there for us to manipulate. And there is also an instinct in us to do that because we've all got a small amount of Virgo somewhere in our birth chart. And it is with that Virgo that we want to get out a duster or a tissue and start to make everything a little bit nicer looking, polish the mantelpiece and all the ornaments, do the kitchen floor, draw the curtains at night, have a nice car. We get in it, we drive places. This helps us. It's putting the earthly things that we can accrue or achieve in a place where it serves us, and we work towards maintaining them. Now, you could say that of Taurus, yeah, and you can say it of Capricorn, yeah. But Virgo is in the middle, and Virgo provides the ultimate service, the gold star in service. Now, this is service to health, service to illness, service to maintenance. It is those with a high degree of Virgo in their birth chart that want to serve everyone. So they're the ones that write the minutes during the meeting, get up and make the tea in the meeting. They're the last ones in the building, turning the lights out and checking all the doors are locked and that kind of thing. There are some of us who don't have much Virgo, who lack the ability to put such things as locking doors or wiping down drainers or polishing a car. There are those of us who put that kind of endeavor and effort last in our lives and think it's unnecessary. And yeah, if you've got a lot of fire, a lot of water, well, actually, I'm going to leave air out because air is quite fastidious as well. But if you've got a lot of fire, yeah, you don't really want to be bothered with that kind of stuff. There's much more exciting things to do, like leaping up and being first on the karaoke or being creative. Okay, but then you'll probably finish up with a partner who has a lot of Virgo in their chart, and they have to trot after you and clean up after you because somewhere somebody has to do it. Okay. Now, let's just look at. I'm just going to share again. Actually, going backwards and forwards with this sharing. Let's do it here. Yeah, there we go. Now, Virgo here is in between Leo and Libra. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to mess with this chart and I'm going to bring that Virgo energy all the way around here. Do I need to do that? Well, I'll just do it anyway because I'm not used to seeing on that side. I'm just going to go forward in hours. Right, I've brought Virgo all the way around this to this side and I've clicked forward. I don't remember how many hours, a few hours anyway. So the sun has gone down and the moon has gone into Virgo. Yes, because we're in the following day. So I've gone forward into the 6th of August. Yeah. What I want to do really is just talk about Virgo, where it is now. This is the 6th house, and it's an enormously big house because of something to do with the curve of the earth. Just take that from me. These things change all the time. Okay, but we've got Virgo in the house that it represents. That this house, the 6th house, and Virgo are synchronous with each other. The energy is very similar. They chime to the same note. They hear the same harmony. Okay, and I want to talk about this position here in the 6th house, which, if we are to take the zodiac signs as giving us a symbolical journey from babyhood through to maturity, then we would take Aries as the first one, and now you are a baby. Then the baby learns about its body in Taurus. Then the baby learns how to communicate in Gemini. Then the baby learns how to feel emotion. It knew it before, but it couldn't identify it. It needed Gemini first before it could do that. So emotions, emotional content, family. And then another fire sign, so about enjoying the creativity of self. Self is important. Self is everything. Enjoying the sheer, I was going to say enjoyment of being alive. Literally just loving life and self. Okay. Then we come to Virgo here and then Libra there. Virgo is the last zodiac sign before Libra, and Libra is actually about the world of two. Okay, so it's when we are in a twosome that we have to learn skills to do with sharing and taking on the needs of another. After that, we get into sex, jealousy, intrigue, all kinds, the usual things that relationships take us into. And then after that, we come out of that and we want to join with God or discover all about spirituality or deity or the mysterious invisible realms. Okay, so going back to Virgo, Virgo is preparing us for the world of two. So it's in Virgo we learn about the importance of taking vitamins and cleaning our teeth and having dental appointments. It's in Virgo that, yes, we learn how to serve, and we serve with dignity, and we serve because we enjoy it, and we want to make the mantelpiece look nice. So in Virgo, we polish that mantelpiece and we put all the ornaments back on it, and we step back and we think, oh, that looks lovely. Just stopping the share again. And then it's in Virgo that we run for exercise, go to the gym, think about our exercise routines because we want to stay fit, we want to be in wellness. Virgo energy always has a medicine cabinet or a box or a suitcase somewhere filled with everything that you could possibly need to deal with any first aid. So you've got painkillers and you've got bandages and you've got plasters and you've got all that stuff. So what you're seeing, or what I'm trying to describe, is this is where we take care. This is where we go out to the garden and dig it, and we put the nutrition back in the soil. So we get some, composted horse manure or just composted material and dig it back into the beds. This could seem very boring, but in actual fact, if nobody digs that compost back into the beds, then there isn't going to be any courgettes and potatoes next year because the soil won't have enough nutrition in it. Okay, so now I want to leap onto something else. I want to look at what happens to the energy around us when we go from a Leo light, Leo strength, so the sun is in Leo at the moment, to a light or strength or yang energy, which is in Virgo, which is a feminine zodiac sign. Well, in actual fact, yes, there is a big difference when that happens. But what I'm just going to do is, 1 second again, let's just get the share up again. Okay, right. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come back. Oh, in fact, I'll do it this way. Okay. So I've come back, I've taken time and days back, and now I'm back to the 5th of August. Okay. Now, when the moon moves out of Leo and into Virgo tomorrow, we have three planets in Virgo energy. And this probably is as big a move, or if not bigger, than the sun moving into Virgo. This is quite a significant amount to have the moon Virgo, and Mercury all in Virgo. Sorry, to have the Moon, Venus, and Mercury all in Virgo it is quite a significant weight. That's quite a significant amount. So I'm going to leave you with the thought that at some point over the next few hours, maybe in 12 hours, something like that, you might start to feel a shift in the atmosphere, in the atmospheric weather, in the astrological weather, in the energy round us, in the light energy round us, as it moves or moves take place in which Virgo becomes a dominant energy. Because at that point, we should pick up on feelings that mean, I think I'm just going to tidy the fridge. In fact, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to take everything out of the fridge and I'm going to clean all the shelves and I'm going to put them all back. And then I'm going to clear out the garden shed because soon it will be autumn and I'll want to put things back in the shed again. And it's a bit of a mess and I'll give it a tidy before I pile more rubbish in it, basically. Yeah, so I'm describing this now so that when it comes tomorrow, you'll be feeling out for it. Can't say listening out for it, can I? Because it's not an ear thing. It's more of a soul thing, a soul and spirit thing. There we go. Right. Thank you very much for listening. That was, I hope that was interesting. It's very, very simple today, wasn't it? I hope so. Somebody's going, no. No, it was. And I shall be here tomorrow, I suspect. And in our Virgo diligence, we'll do some highly technical piece of astrology, which will be a breeze, because with all those planets in Virgo, we've got some help. Right.